No clearance.
What's up, y'all? Welcome back to another episode of the No Clearance Podcast. I am your host, Tyler, and my co-host is now with me today. So we had to sub this nigga.
Not so.
I'm here with the queen. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, stop. I'm flattered.
Down there in Houston, getting her hustle on. You know what I'm saying?
Feel me.
We got Khadijah. She is back, and I
What's
believe
up?
this is 3 times. This is 3 times in a year or 4 times. This is number 4.
I know. I think it's in before.
Yes.
So, I mean, somebody should
Yes.
be cutting me a check. You'll get a.
If only I could cut
I'll give you a
myself
memo.
one. Look, when we get some overhead on the merch, we'll send you something for free. You know what I'm saying? We still working on that. With that being said, I got some quick announcements, man. Make sure you go to noclearancepod.com/shop. Go ahead and get you some merch. Get you a No Clearance hoodie.
I need to get some too.
Yes. Get you we got some long sleeves. We got some t-shirts. We got another brand under No Clearance that I haven't promoted yet, but it's on the shop.
Okay.
So,
y'all are doing it. I feel like people are sleeping on y'all. Y'all are really doing it.
They really are, but I told myself I'm gonna build the foundation and they're gonna come when they come, but I'm gonna be ready. So that's what I'm working on. Also, I'm gonna start promoting this now. Be on the lookout for another podcast under No Clearance Media.
Okay.
It's gonna be called Technically Athletic.
Okay.
I will be Jay and I will be interviewing some of our former teammates and just getting to talk to them about their football careers and what they up to now. Almost like we're just gonna get to them, talk sports, life, really get to know our peoples a little bit more.
Okay,
I'm
look at
really
y'all.
Technically Athletic trademark.
Let them know.
You know what I'm saying?
Let them know.
You know what I'm saying? So that should be coming in January. So I'm very much looking forward to that. And then one more thing, Khadijah, I made a playlist. I made a playlist was for my birthday for the public. Okay. I sent out an email, but you should be able to find it on Spotify under my profile. Just type in Tyler Lindsay. But if anybody wants it, I'll just share it to you. Just DM me. Okay. And I'll share it to you. It's good.
And you said this is on Spotify? Your playlist?
Yeah, I sent it to you. I sent it to you personally.
Right, good
Make sure you get it. Yeah. It's a real hip hop, real vibe. Hopefully y'all like it. Y'all, give me some feedback. It's called Hip Hop Connoisseur. Remember who you are. That's what the name of the playlist.
Okay. Honestly though, I've been on the lookout for a good playlist because I find myself like, when you like have a song in your head, but you're like, dang, I don't always want to play DJ. So that's actually a good look. I'm gonna look into that.
Yes, yeah. I'm that's that's gonna be my thing going into next year. Making some more playlists. I'm working my next idea. TI motivation playlist for everybody going back to the gym.
Okay, no, I'm getting back into the gym, and it's been. Let me tell you, I'm not. I don't want to be one of those people that's like January 1st. I'm gonna go back. So I was like, let me. I see them saying it just like that, like a white chick from a Sears commercial. But I really wanted to get back into it because before moving, like I was heavy into it. I was working out all the time. I like 7 days a week, like I was in it, and moving via coast. You go from East Coast to damn near Midwest. I've been so swamped and consumed, but I've been doing my thing to get back into it because I really do think it's a form of like self-care and like my mental. I was so mentally sharp when I was working out that it's not even funny, and I feel like I feel like you do feel like, lazy, but I feel like I've been mentally lazy. Like I haven't been into like, you know what I mean? Doing what I want to do and, things like that.
I definitely, I started going back to the gym in November in preparation for Thanksgiving.
Ooh, that's what I'm saying?
So I started going back in November. And then also, honestly, I had a big fear of COVID. I didn't want to go back to the gym because of COVID. They also didn't let me freeze my account again this year. I froze my gym account like 2 times. It was like you
But
can
why
only
didn't
do
they
it
let you do it
twice.
again? I mean, the numbers are going up. What's the problem?
Shh, I don't know. But I also noticed everybody I know that's been going to the gym, they
Mm.
never complained about COVID. I never heard I never heard them niggas in the
You
gym
know
get
what it
COVID. That's
is?
just
I think it's like COVID has done something mentally to all of us that it's like we're never gonna feel like fully safe. Because I mean, we
yeah.
knew niggas was nasty in the gym before COVID. Let's
Oh,
call it what it is. Like,
yeah.
hey, steroid Joe, we knew you wasn't wiping down that bench. We knew
Fam,
you wasn't.
wipe the bench down, people.
Okay. But I think, before obviously it didn't like, it wasn't a big deal. But now we're so hypersensitive about germs and about things like that. So now it's like it's shit that you knew about, but now you're like hypersensitive about it.
Yeah,
So I mean,
yeah.
I have a gym in my complex and I wipe down before I get on. Like I wipe down before I get on the stairmaster or grab anything like that. And I'm just like, damn, we should have been doing this from the great like from jump. Cause I just think of
Facts.
all the germs that we like pass on to each other in the gym. But yeah, I think if
Yeah,
you're
no,
caught, if you're like being aware in the gym and you're mindful and not just, laying on a bench that you ain't wiped down, you know, I'm tripping.
I'll be peeping. Like even if it looked like somebody was just on there, I'm like, nah, get that spray bottle.
Okay.
I can't play with this mess. You know
That
what I'm
John look
saying?
a little too
And then
shiny.
they just right. That's what I'm saying. Y'all got too much grease. I know you look. Niggas put grease in their hair. You know what I'm saying? I see it. Putting that magic
Oh,
blue. You know what
okay.
I'm
And
saying?
hey, I see it and I smell it. Get the spray. Get the spray in the way.
Oh my goodness, man. Okay. Well, I guess we'll stop making Khadijah. I feel like I asked you something already. But how have you been? How you doing during this Omarion thing going on? You know what I'm
I
saying?
can't.
What's up with
I'm you know what? I'm as good as I can be. Y'all, if y'all see me touch my ears, it's because the goddamn earpods. But I'm good. I think I don't know, like I'm trying to take it in again and thinking like positive. I also think like oftentimes we think about the negative of like COVID and like what it's done. And it's like, I'm not gonna hold you. I was my best when we was on quarantine.
you?
Okay,
Me too,
money
girl.
saving because I wasn't going out, I wasn't spending bread. It's crazy when you think about the financial like benefit from being on quarantine. Like I was not even, and I will say, even with the shopping online, it wasn't crazy. Why? Because they were doing crazy online sales. Financially it was the right thing to do being on quarantine. So now I'm trying to wrap my mind around like, hey, if we do end up going down that path again, I need to feel like ready. I don't want to feel like I'm gonna go crazy. I still been on the lookout for a therapist and it's a struggle because as you know, like during the pandemic a lot of people were like at that point. um but I'm doing good. I'm trying to make sure that I feed my body, my mind, and my soul. I've been going on dates.
Oh, let's
Girl,
talk.
girl. I know you're not a girl, but girl,
No, hey, I'm
get
cool with it.
ghetto, ghetto out here. I've found myself. First of all, as many of you may know, I was in. I would define it as a situationship. Okay, let's define it as that. I wasn't,
Mm,
it was a situationship. I was getting reeking benefits. He was reeking benefits as well, and so I finally severed that. Time, I'm just gonna
well,
name it
this
for the
is
group.
this Houston. This a Houston dude
No, this is
or
back home. This is back
it's back
home.
home. This not
Mm.
Sneaker Bay.
No, absolutely not. Oh my!
Okay.
Even though, like, he's honestly though, I'm really cool with Sneaker Beto. That's my dude. Like,
Okay.
low
Shout
key,
out Sneaker
when
Bay.
you got somebody that like you don't talk to, but they like your posts on Instagram. They,
Mm-hmm.
you know what I mean. They reach out. It's like
Yeah.
I see you, you see me. So I appreciate
It's
him.
all love.
It's
It's all
all
love on this
listen,
side.
it's all love. And that's growth because it wasn't all love originally.
Facts.
But this,
Okay.
the situationship I was dealing with was cool. And I think that's the great thing about like leaving your hometown is like you really get time to like revamp and think about, all right, who am I? What am I okay with? What am I not okay with? And I thought of things that I've kind of, how can I say this? When you well, you haven't dated in a while, but when you're dating, you're in that phase of like you don't want to be lonely, so you kind of let certain shit slide, right?
I do
And
know what
so
you
for
mean.
me, a big thing is hell no to the kids. Hell no to
Ooh,
the kids. I was
ooh.
so like I was like, no, I don't want to date no nigga with no kids because you got BM drama, baby mama drama if you don't know, and I just don't want to deal with that. Like, and I was also when I got with dude, I was in my like early 20s, so I was very much so like, oh, but the attention won't be on me or whatever, and so I thought that like by getting over myself and being like, no, like we can be a happy big family. Like, bitch, you know you can't be no happy big family because you know, and she, I think the kid was like 13, like grown, like you half my age. Hell to the fucking no.
Oh, yeah, that's too
You
old.
know what I'm
You
saying?
gotta
So
find
I
that sweet spot.
listen. It wasn't it, and I think through that not working out and me being like, hey, I'm gonna get off the crack because I'm clearly on it, and really like recenter myself. I'm like, nah, girl, what do you want? You know what I mean? And
Uh,
I've been putting myself out there and connecting. There's a lot of niggas out here that are just foul, talking about 30 years old, 30 plus, talking about, yeah, I'm just trying to figure out the vibes. No, nigga, you need to have a pension and we need to figure out where your wife is at.
I mean, yo, realistically, man, a lot of brothers are not there at 30. That's
And I
sad to
get,
say,
you
but
know
we
what?
just not.
It's not even the being there, right? I'm not even asking you to be at that point of like, I'm ready to retire. I make million. Like, I'm not asking you to be there. But some niggas just don't even want to get in the car to get there. Do you feel what I'm saying? Like, they're
Ooh,
really on some like,
wow.
pick up what I'm putting down. They're really on some shit where they're like content with the fuckery. And it's just like that fuckery. You don't think you're a little too old for the fuckboy energy? Like,
Mm.
you know what I mean? I don't know. I just,
No, I look, I totally I see where you coming from. You know what I'm saying? Cause niggas gonna need. I don't know how else to
ooh, I
explain it.
like that.
You know what I'm
Ooh,
saying?
y'all need to put that on a t-shirt. I buy 25.
Oh,
Niggas gonna
oh,
need.
okay.
Okay. Put that.
Trademark.
Okay. I will rock the hoodie,
Hey,
the tank.
you can't expect niggas to, be something that they not. You know what
I
I'm
know.
saying? So, but I mean,
Tell me about it.
there's a lot of brothers out there, man. Honestly, I think especially with everybody say this, but especially with like social media
Mm,
and YouTube, there's a lot of agendas being spread that a lot of black men like to uh they the attention gets to these certain agendas that a lot of
mm.
other black men are spreading, and I just feel like a lot of it is like just a lot of this whole conspiracy and just niggas don't just want to like get a job and save you money. It's like a lot of
Right.
niggas is like we trying to everybody and their mama want to day trade crypto. Everybody
Oh
and their
my, get
mama
on the
try to
mic
do
with
this.
it. No, seriously. And my thing is, I feel you, right? And I hear you and I see you. But how many of y'all do you think is really about to, you know what I mean? Like how many of you
I
really
mean,
think you about to really rake in dough? And that's
it's
not
not
even
even that.
overnight.
Right. You got to put in work for that. You got to study. Like, this ain't no joke.
But
And
these
then
be
you
the
need
same niggas
capital to
talking about
do
I
it.
can't do college because school ain't for me.
Yeah. So, yeah, it's just interesting. You know what I'm saying? But, all right. So, what was the like worst date you been on, best date you been on? And then we'll transition this into what we talk about.
Okay, the worst. Damn, these AirPods are not like fucking with me. The worst I've been on would have to be this dude, 32. I'm not gonna put his name out there, but it is ghetto. Um, it's a
Ray
ghetto
Guam.
ass name.
I'm sorry.
Ray
I
something.
said that.
That's all I'm gonna say. It's a Ray and a hyphen.
I knew
No bullshit.
it was
Ghetto as fuck. So he, we were texting and talking or whatever, because I'm all about like I don't want to, I'm not saying we gotta
a Ray.
jump into a date right away. Like I'm not, but it's also like I want to know that we got a connection. And so half the time, 10 times out of 10, you gotta meet that person in like real life to pick up their
Mm.
vibe, to see how they, you know what I'm saying, how they move. And
Was this on
so
Hinge?
yes. Oh, I got beef with Hinge. I got beef with all of them. So
All right, go ahead.
I got beef with all these people. So, meeting on Hinge. And if y'all don't know, Hinge is supposed to be like this professional, like people, I don't want to say people that got their shit together, but people that are like, um, they got jobs, they
They doing all
employed.
right in life. Yeah.
You they doing I in life.
Ain't no
You don't know
bums.
where you
Yeah.
going, but you know you in the car going somewhere. Okay.
Okay.
So 32, we're texting or whatever. We've transitioned from the chat in the app to text. Now, I don't know about y'all, but how I move is you got to be phenomenal to get my phone number from the app. Because there's a lot of dudes who
Mm,
are still on the app because I'm like, you
mm.
tapped. You a little, you too much.
That's a
So
note. That's a gem.
we finally was like, yo, let's link up or whatever. And he wanted to link up on Christmas Eve. And I was like, okay. Like, you know what I mean? That's weird. I'm just like, all right. He was like, yeah, I'm out
Oh,
shopping, whoop de whoop, or whatever. And I'm like, okay, cool. Once again, I'm finding this strange. It's Christmas Eve. And I'm Hispanic. So Christmas Eve is like Christmas for
that's
us.
family time, yo.
Right. So I was like, okay. Ended up being like, he was like, oh, yo, mad tired, whoop de whoop, like had a lot going on. And I'm also very cognizant of like the holidays can just strike up, those who are no longer with us. And that can, be a
Mm.
sensitive time. I didn't name that, but I was like, hey, if you need to take the time, like we can link up, after Christmas. No, 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 whatever. We're going to link up tomorrow. Tomorrow being Christmas. Okay. Because it's Christmas
Did he
Eve. Now
not
we're
remember the date? Did he
I don't
not
know. But
understand?
I named that to him. And I was like, hey, Christmas, that's a family day. Like, that's time you should be with your family. So I'm just like, okay, cool. Dude is like, yeah, gives me, he's like, not putting a lot. I should have known because he wasn't putting a lot of effort as far as like telling me, like, okay, are you trying to do something low key, like grab coffee? Are you, because I'm grown now, we grab coffee. Are you trying to be low
Facts.
key, grab coffee? Are you trying to, walk around a park during daylight because I watch Criminal Minds?
Mm.
Are you like, you know what I mean? Like what are you trying to do? And never really said anything. So I finally picked this cool, this cute little bar that I've went to a couple times. And I was like, hey, like here's the address. And I was assertive. Now, Tyler, I need your opinion on this. How
Hell nah, I
do
wouldn't have been assertive if I was you. But go ahead.
Okay. See, that's my thing. It's like I don't like to be assertive with guys I'm just meeting because I feel like I'm taking away your masculinity esque. You know what I mean? Because it's like and I hate to like perpetuate gender roles. I really do. But I feel like on certain things, it's like, nah, nigga, this is how it's supposed to go. Like you're the one that's supposed to, like, you want to chill with me, you want to hang out with me, you need to initiate said hangout. Do you know what I mean? That's like if I hit you and Jalen up, I'm not gonna be like, yeah, so figure it out, niggas. You know what I mean? I'm gonna be like, yo, I know this bomb place. Like, meet me here at da da da. You know what I mean? Like, it's just natural connection. But that didn't happen, whatever. So I sent him the address and I was like, yo, this is like 25 minutes from my crib, which Houston slang, far as fuck. Um, far as hell. So I was like, okay. And then he hit me. He was like, yeah, I'm about to leave my people's place. It's gonna be 42 for me, 42 minutes. I was like, all right, bet.
Yeah, you
So
got
what?
time. I give you time.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
So I get, throw on some whatever, throw on a dress, whatever. I look presentable, cool. I'm ready to head out. I get there. This Why is this clicking? Okay, this man sends me a message, right, and says, "Oh, honestly, I didn't even think about the days. Whoopty whoopty whoop." So basically, didn't show up. When I tell you, Tyler, I wanted to slap the hell out of his mama because she did something wrong.
Oh.
She did something wrong. I was like, what the and I'm sitting, yo, when you're so angry, you're calm.
Yep.
Yeah, that's what I was. I was sitting in the car. I was like, let me do my breathing. Let me do my Mrakuye, whatever, what's her name?
Ooh.
Tim. Tina Turner, when she was the
Mm.
Mrakuye. Yeah, I was doing my Mrakuye and I was just like, what? So that was my worst. And I was just like, yeah, I'm good. Now, I did another one with a man who was from the Caucasus Mountains. We did
No, Khadijah,
yeah,
no.
yeah. See,
No, I
your
didn't
nigga
even
Ray,
want you to.
your nigga Ray.
Oh, we lost. We
Um,
lost.
because I'm over it. That was the
I'm
last
hurt.
straw.
I'm
That
sick of
right
you
there.
niggas. You
That
so
right
sick of
there.
you niggas.
I was like, listen, and don't get me wrong, before that horrible date, I was like, oh yeah, my black king is out there. No, fuck him in the village he roll with. That's
I'm
what
so
I'm on.
tired of you niggas, man.
Yeah.
We done
When I
lost. We
tell
lost
you,
her.
I was good. I was good. So, that was nice. It was good. But it also was like I felt like I don't think I'm a black woman that could be comfortable in a interracial in a white with a white man. And I think for me, like it was great conversation. You know what I mean? And he didn't say no microaggressions, so 10 points for him.
Okay.
But it was, it just didn't it didn't click for me. Like I wasn't like, oh, I
Mm,
can see this going places. Now, does that mean like I'll never date a white man? No, but I just feel like I'm not ready to make that transition yet to the Caucasus Mountains.
wow. But it was a good one. Did he? I'm guessing he paid for everything.
It was cyber. So it was like the virtual,
Oh,
so
okay.
which was
That's
even
nice.
it was different, but I respect it
Yeah.
because I'm like, Omarion is out here crazy. I'm not even mad at you.
Omarion doing that dance.
Yeah, and
Omarion is doing that dance.
I'm not even trying to be out there like that. And I don't know who he's been around. And he was like, hey, I know this is like super awkward, but like with everything happening, he was like, I still wanted to meet you, but I wanted to be safe. So I was just like, look at you being all precautious and stuff. It was nice.
Wow.
But I don't think I'm ready to salute for the whites, if you feel what I'm saying.
Man, man, I'm just man, these niggas, man.
Mm. I'm telling you. And my thing is just like, why? Once again, I'm like, nigga, it's Christmas. Are you sure? We can reschedule. Like it's Christmas.
I don't know, bro. Niggas be quick to just kill shit. Just you know who else was quick to just kill some shit? This nigga Nathan. This man.
Get on the mic. Get
can
on
we
the
can
mic.
we let's talk about Insecure now. We gonna move
You
on.
see
I
how I gave
appreciate
y'all that transition? Y'all are so welcome.
yes. I first of all, thank you for sharing that with us, Khadijah.
My
Nigga,
trauma is now your trauma.
I've been out the game for a while. I like to hear
Oh,
stories. You
this
know what I'm
nigga
saying?
here.
Um, Nathan, as soon as the episode start, this nigga said, "I can't."
My thing is, can I go ahead and tell me your side and your how can I say this? Your analysis.
I mean, personally, I always wanted to see Issa and Lawrence together, so I was like, "All
Yes,
right,
I
I'm
was Team
glad we
Lawrence too.
got rid of
I knew
this."
I liked you, Tyler. You just had this energy of
Yeah,
like common sense. I like
thank
that.
you. I was like, I'm glad we got rid of this nigga quick. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's just get rid of this nigga quick. And I knew like Nathan's going to put his mental health before anything else because he's been through too much regarding
As he
that.
should, as he should.
Yeah. So and then it was crazy, like especially as like a light skinned nigga for him to say it's too toxic. When a nigga says it's too toxic,
I know.
that's when you know.
But he was forcing it. You just needed a cop out, Nathan, and you got it.
Yeah. She was calm. She was like, she was gonna talk to him about it, and he was just like, nah. I was like, bro.
See, but that's my thing is like I've always felt like, and I told my homegirl this because I had like a little watch party or whatever. But I've always felt like Nathan was never like a romantic love
Mm,
for Issa. I've always felt like a homeboy, homegirl energy with Nathan. I've never
definitely.
gotten a like, ooh, this is bitch, this is love. It's always been very like he's been that dude, that guy friend that's always been there for Issa. Like I could say, even though he had his like mental health crisis, which I'll call it a crisis because he, hit rock bottom several times. But I think even despite all that, I think he's been really consistent with holding her down, right? And
Yeah,
I've never seen him in that like romantical level for Issa. I don't know.
I
That's just
feel
my
you. I
opinion.
feel what you're saying. And yeah, I mean, I guess you gotta give the show credit for at least trying to um see what that would look like
Mm.
like two homies, two homies trying to be romantic with each other. You
Mm-hmm.
know what I'm saying? Um, and then he was still like, even when she was trying everything to express herself, he was always like second to it. It wasn't like he was really like, he was always just really too cool. Is really what it seemed
Mm.
like for most of the time, you know. And it just, man, it just, yeah, it just always felt weird. Every time they tried to be expressive to each other, it just felt weird. So like,
It
you
didn't
know,
mesh. And I like, and something as simple as her corny ass jokes, like it always went over his head or he didn't
yep,
get it. And I feel like people overlook that. I'm like, nah, that's natural. Like if we connect romantically, you got to be the yin to my yin. You got to understand my ins and my outs. And I don't think he understood that. Right. And I also feel like, Issa, you were rushing that as well. Like you had no business talking about I love you when you know good and damn well you did not mean it. And I hate when people use I love you as a manipulative ploy to like convince themselves and that other person that what this is good. Do you feel what I'm
talk that
saying?
talk. My
You know what
bad.
I'm saying? Like I don't I think she was trying to convince herself and also him, like, no, we're gonna move forward. Like, this is great. No, we're happy. We love each other. Let's move in together. Right. And I'm like, this shit is happening way too fast. And I think it was because she was trying to get over Lawrence. And I think that's what happened in previous seasons is like she's used other niggas to get over Lawrence. And it's like, you can't get over a nigga that you got a connection with. I don't know if you believe in
It's very
soulmates.
difficult.
Yeah, I believe in soulmates. I'm all about like we all got our person out there. Some of us are lucky to find that person already. Some of us are still looking. It's getting ghetto looking. But you know what I'm saying? Like I believe in soulmates. And she's met Lawrence was her soulmate. I don't give a fuck what anybody says. That's her person.
That's a fact. It definitely. I'm glad Lawrence stepped up when he did.
Oh, okay. Well, let's not give him all the praise. Let's
No,
not.
I will praise that man today, and
No,
can
it's
I will praise him today because let me tell you, can I just can I give
get
my
get on
man
the
his
mic. Go
credit,
ahead.
and then I let you, you know what I'm saying? I'll let you tear him down. That's what black women like to do. You know, the black man, we gonna raise the black man up because the black women like to tear us down.
Okay, we like to keep
It's
it a
a
buck, but go
balance.
ahead. Mm-hmm.
It's all a balance. You know what I'm saying? Here's my thing. You know what I'm saying? For one, I think people really forget he the one that got cheated on. You know what I'm saying? After all of that, you know,
But why?
why
Why?
did he get cheated on?
Mm-hmm. Why?
Oh, because he was going through depression. Oh, because he was going through a mental
Oh,
health
I'm
issue.
not. Mm-mm. Give me that plate. You did not eat. You didn't eat. Give me the
Because
plate.
he was
Give me the
because he
plate.
was going through it. Because he was going through some things. He was just starting to get it together. He took down the broken pussy video. You know what I'm
Ah,
saying?
just started getting together. It was taking him
he
to.
he finally got the car, started driving. Nigga ain't know where he was driving to. That nigga started driving, and she was like, "I don't like the direction which this nigga's going."
She didn't like the speed limit. It was too slow.
Oh, the
The
speed
speed
limit.
limit
I
was
did.
65 and
Okay,
he was doing 40.
all right. So you're right. You're right. You're right. But end of the day, um, I appreciate the fact that as much as they say you ain't fight for her, I feel like as a black man, it's like, all right, if she want to be out, give it a space, man. You got to give people their space to figure themselves out. I got to give him credit for that. That's number one. But when he saw her, when he had his stuff together, because also, problem with some niggas, they'll try to chase, he ain't got the shit together. He finally figured out a good rapport with the baby mama. He raising the son up right, you know what I'm saying? She was like, go hang out with your friends. He was like, oh, this is my time. You know what I'm saying? He been peeping her the whole day, you know, in that little gold dress, showing off the thigh.
That was a
You know what
fucking
I'm
shirt,
saying?
Issa. That was a
Boy,
fucking shirt.
boy.
I remember watching. I'm like, this
Yo,
bitch is out here in her night at a
yeah,
party.
I was like, how's this thing not popping? I guess you could do that with your flat. She is that is a flat
Okay.
woman dress. Okay. Uh oh. So my man, he played it right. He caught her at the right moment. And that sometimes you just gotta say F it. At that point, look, I done give you plenty of time. I ain't seen you in a brick. It ain't like I'm out here stalking you, but this is just what it is. We both at this party.
Mm.
I may not get to see you after this. So F you know. And the still, even after that, he apologized and was like, I just gotta let her be. She gonna
Mm.
come. That takes some real player shit right there. Real
No,
player shit,
it's
Khadijah.
okay. You done? Are you done putting
All
him on
right,
the pedestal?
I'm done.
Okay,
I'm
now we
done.
about to tear this nigga the fuck down. Okay, it's go time. First off, Lawrence has never fought for Issa, and that's always been the issue that I've had with Lawrence. I've always been Team Lawrence. I just want to clarify, but I've always had an issue with him not putting up a fight for her or not like, and I'm. It's all about the chase, right? And I think we dudes will love to be like, yeah, you know, I love a bitch that's hard to get, but you got to chase her. Right? Like you got to make her feel wanted. And I think oftentimes Lawrence did not make Issa feel wanted when she cheated. Now, I'm not saying it was okay. And I was like, damn, Issa, you dumb bitch. Okay. But I do understand why she did it, right? He wasn't making her feel wanted. The nigga forgot her birthday.
I know how
Okay.
you feel about birthdays.
Uh, forgot her
I,
birth. And my thing is,
okay.
you don't even got to get me a hotel with the balloons and the confetti. It could just be a cupcake. Like, hey, babe, you know we ain't where we supposed to be right now. But happy birthday. He didn't give her that. And it's just like, okay, once again, I'm not saying you forgot her birthday, she could cheat. I'm not saying that. But I'm saying like that's one. And then two, you dropped her off at the from the airport and you let her just walk away. Nigga, first of all, and I've seen a whole bunch of memes talking about the gas price and whoop de whoop. Yeah, so why would you let her walk away? No, nigga, I just drove you from LAX. We're gonna go upstairs and talk about it. So I thought it was very funny that, Nathan was like, nah, I'm good. Cause it was kind of like, cool. But Lawrence has never fought for Issa. So that's two.
That's not true.
Three.
That's
Okay.
not true.
I let you talk. Look at how you want to
But I'm
act. Cause
saying
I'm
that's
tearing this
not
nigga to
true, Khadijah.
shreds. I'm
That's not
tearing this
true.
nigga
But
to
go ahead.
shreds.
We forget season
And
3.
then, I'm not done. I still got I got a PowerPoint. Okay. So
Go
that's two.
ahead.
Three is this nigga's timing is fucking garbage. Okay? It's always been trash. You gonna do this when you see me here with old boy? Whack. Whack sauce. And you're not gonna tell me you don't know that was gonna cause an issue. Cause the nigga, when they was talking about fucking barbecue, it was about to go to blows. And you know they wasn't talking about no fucking barbecue. Okay. So you could have read the room on that one, but you didn't. So you came up to me like, are you happy? And that wasn't for Issa. That was for his selfish ass. That ain't had shit to do with Issa. Because if he really gave a fuck about Issa, he would have called her or texted her on some G shit like, yo, let's go grab something to eat. Let's grab a bite or whatever the case may be and let's talk about it. But you want to do it here at a party? It was given Roxbury. It was given ghetto. Like, ugh. Like, what?
Roxbury.
And had all those people staring at Issa like, ooh,
Wow.
bitch. But I'm happy that
Okay.
they're together. You know? I'm happy for them.
Yo, okay. Season it was season 4. It was season 4. He definitely fought for her in season 4. He definitely was the one that
Out
called
of
her, was
five
like, let's
seasons,
go.
congrats.
He definitely was the one that called her. When they got back together, that was all him.
Okay, you're right.
He
You
the
got
one
that.
called her, and he was like, he was telling them they went on the date. They went on that beauty. That episode was probably one of my favorite, by the way.
I
When they went on
know.
that date, it was so
Mm-hmm.
beautiful. So he fought for her in that sense. But I will say, he could have said something when she was walking away all slow. After he got from the airport, she was walking away bad slow. It's
Yo,
not like
it's
the
like
nigga
she
ain't had
wanted to
time.
be chased. Come on, I'm not crazy. I'm not
But
crazy.
also, I mean, like I said in the last episode, man, this man's situation, he had a bit of a situation at hand. It's not like the man didn't have boxes in the apartment, wasn't about to move to San Francisco, got a baby on the way, baby mama tripping. You know what I'm saying? Well, she wasn't the baby mama yet, but she wasn't updating them on anything going on.
I
You know what I'm
know, which
saying?
I didn't like how they played Condola. I didn't like that because it. Not to say that there's not condolas out there, but it just rubbed me the wrong way. Like, you know how many dudes out here are natural deadbeats, and you're trying to make this nigga a deadbeat, and he's trying to be there for your kid. And you know what I think it is? I think she was upset because the nigga ain't want shit to do with her. And he was like, yeah,
Mm.
well, so, I'm going to come by for Christmas with you. Had nothing to do with her. I felt like when she was getting attention from him, she was feeling herself.
I also don't know what single women with money having children looks like.
I don't either.
Yeah, I don't know what that looks
Don't
like.
got kids. You see how I did that? I got money. I just don't got kids.
So it's like, do they really just be feeling like financially I'm good? I don't need this nigga.
I mean,
You know what
I
I'm
could see
saying?
that. I could see, like, financially you're like, I can provide. But it's just being a mom is very tiring. And I'm glad that baby put her through the goddamn ringer. It ain't
Woo!
nothing made me happier. Cause it's like, girl, you can't do it by yourself. And can we talk
Nope.
about Kiki Palmer? Like, girl, mind your business. I hate
Hey,
when
bruh.
family gets like intervenes on shit that ain't their business. That really
I
bugs me
can't
the wrong
blame her
way.
though, because she was helping. She was in the trenches at the moment. She was in the trenches
Yeah,
with
but
with
why
the
was she
baby.
in the trenches? Like, get on the mic with it. Your sister's doing this to herself. Like, girl, I could do a whole give me the cast and I could just lay each and every one of them out. Like, just lay them out because it just don't make sense.
um, I feel you with Lauren's timing.
Off. Horrible.
I get it, but also if that was probably the only moment she had alone. Like I know he was peeping her the whole night. I know for a
I
fact he was
know he
stalking because
was.
I've definitely uh been on like that with the women I'm interested in. Like I could be trying to play cool, but nigga, my peripherals,
It's
dude,
sharp.
you see it in the peripherals all day. You know what I'm saying? My face looking one way, my eyes are just all over the place. You know what I'm saying? So I know that nigga was peeping. So he was like, "Oh, there she go." My nigga took the long strides with his tall ass. That
I,
nigga was moving. Okay, with the V-neck sweater, with the shirt. I don't even.
I don't.
Let me
That's
stop.
rich nigga shit. See, we don't. I don't know nothing about that. That's rich nigga shit.
It's like if that's your only shot, man. I mean, especially if your boy was like, "Bro, you ain't never fight. You need to fight
Even
for
his boy
Woody
said
Woo."
it. You ain't never fought for her, bro. When your bro gotta hit you up, I'm like, nah, you dead ass wrong. Like, it's really you. It's not even her.
I don't see what's wrong with asking her if she happy. If
It's
she
not
if she
see,
didn't
but
say, all she
it's
had to
not
do
the
was say
question.
yes.
The question was phenomenal. I want to name that. The question was chef's kiss. It's the timing of like, nigga, you finna ask me right here, right now.
Yeah,
And
she did
I
say
already
that.
knew how it was gonna end. I already knew she was gonna end up with him because of her hesitation. Because if you
Mm.
really cool and you really happy, then you like, yeah, I'm happy with what I got going on. But it's the fact that she hesitated. I knew she wasn't happy with Nathan and that they were forcing that whole situation. Like I said, it's a bro and sis. It's not a bromance. When it's between a woman and a man, what's that called? Not a bromance.
When
What
it's
would that
between
call?
a bro and a man,
No, when it's between a bro and a sis. That's not a bromance. What is
interesting.
that? Bro sis mans?
A sibling.
No, now that's getting into some nasty shit.
That's
But
good.
you know what I mean? Like, it's like kind of
We'll
like,
come up with a word for it.
yeah,
Bro sis, bro sis,
bro. I'm gonna
bro
figure it out.
sis
But you
man.
get what I'm
We'll
saying?
figure it
Like,
out. Yeah.
just that right there told me, like, solidified. Yeah, Nathan was never your top. That nigga's not even your top five. Issa,
I
stop.
mean, if I'm assuming Nathan caught the end of that. There's no way he couldn't have caught the end. So I
Oh,
can't
I
even blame
know,
him
cause
for
it
I
looked like
can't
he was
blame him for
standing there for
ending
a
it.
hot minute too.
But yeah, I can't blame him for ending it after she hesitates. Like if she was like, "Yes, nigga, get out my face,"
Yeah, yeah.
then
That should have been her response if she was truly happy with
we
her
got a different
situation.
story. Yeah.
Damn.
But shout out to look. I mean, look. Sometimes you gotta cause disruption.
This
You know what
nigga,
I'm
look at
saying?
your
If you
evil
really,
ass Grinch smile. This nigga's like, but
because
sometimes you gotta
sometimes
shake
you
him
gotta
up.
call. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something, man. Back when I was not with my wife, there was a time I wasn't with my wife. Right, I just got home. Um, I just ended things with another situation, and I was like, I gotta call this woman. Like I just called her right away. I was like, I'm
Oh,
listening,
your
sitting
wife?
there. Yeah, I'm like, I'm listening,
I
sitting,
know that's
listening to
right.
Stevie Wonder. That Stevie Wonder playing. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, let me go ahead and call this woman. You know what I'm saying? And like, I'm just like, called her. We talked. We was like, we gotta meet. And she was just like, man, she was like, I was supposed to go on this trip, but I'm gonna stay since I was like, my timing was
Oh,
impeccable.
oh, this nigga here. Oh God.
It's I don't mean to say it cocky, but it was just like when look, if you try and get your woman back, bro, ain't no, like Tim said, man, time is of the essence. You know what I'm saying? You just gotta do it, bro. It's never gonna be a perfect time.
No, that's valid. That's valid. Yeah,
You know what
yeah.
I'm
You
saying?
got that.
Forget all that. I don't care who around. I'm finna tear this whole place up because I
I
gotta
get.
get my lady back.
Oh,
That
I
man
get. I
said, I'm
mean,
not good without
I mean, I get it. I get it.
you.
Now, I will say, aside from, I have a mix of friends who feel like, I would have, she should have never chose Lawrence because he has, a kid and things like that. Now, I'm somebody who, like I said earlier, I'm anti niggas with kids. But I feel like I would make an exception for Lawrence because the kid, he didn't know the fucking kid existed. Right.
Mm,
And like when she came up and was like, I'm pregnant, he was full throttle with Issa and like his energy was for Issa. And so
yep.
I realistically feel like Condola keeping the kid, like you should want a nigga to step up to that. Do you know what I mean? Like, and be like, you know what? I know that we got this going on, but I got, a kid on the way. I'm going to still love you and be present for this, but I also need to take care of mine. And so that's the only
Mm.
reason why I'm like, nah, she did the right thing. Like that, I feel like that's another level of a man. Do you know what I mean? Because it would have been
Yeah.
easy to been like, yeah, I'm with Issa, we good.
Yep. You got to appreciate. I honestly, I appreciate the fact that Lawrence would continuously give her time, like was okay with letting her go. I'm honestly okay with that because it's like, all right, uh, he would always continuously just give her time, and during that time, she would always grow. It was
Mm,
always growth when the times they weren't together, but when they got back, it was like, oh, this is a at the moment, this is
mm-hmm.
a really cool situation. Like we've grown and now we're here. So when we get to the last episode, like of course they don't see each other for a while. They're trying to connect, but even
Mm-hmm.
during that time, Lawrence is still out here living his life. On his birthday, he go on a
Yo,
date.
on his birthday, still living his life. This nigga
Lawrence was
ain't
like,
shit.
she ain't called me back. I gotta go make a play. You know what I'm saying?
There,
I'm
that's all he
sure.
do is make plays. This
And he
nigga
tried
here.
to drop. I mean, of course, he was like, yo, we could go dinner later, but it's like, what you want me to do? What he
That shit
supposed to
just
do? She out here, messing with these model looking niggas, these little curly
I
haired model looking
know. He
niggas.
looked I was like, Issa, that was never you, babe. And I love Issa to death, but that was never gonna be you. That was just not that pairing just didn't make sense. But can we talk about uh what's her name? What's
Molly,
her name? Huh?
Molly,
Not Molly.
Kelly.
What's Kelly? Let's talk about Kelly. The Kelly is the catalyst for Issa being like, you know what? I'm gonna give him a ring a ding. I'm gonna
Wow,
have him pull up to my office, boss. Okay, you feel me? I
she had
thought
to
that
let
was
her
a big
know.
boss move.
She had
And
to let him know.
yeah, and I think that's the beauty of like your friends evolving, right? And that's why you should always want to be around people that are constantly evolving. Like Kelly was somebody that's like, hell no, I ain't having no kids. And then she met the right dude and it just made sense. It just clicked and it made sense. And I think in that moment, Issa realized, like, shit, just because it didn't make sense in that moment doesn't mean it's not gonna make sense later. Right. And I
Yep.
think she also too was worried about what the fuck niggas are gonna think.
Mm.
Kelly's like, shit, I'm pregnant, bitch. Like, okay. She wasn't worried
Mm-hmm.
about, oh, people gonna think like she didn't want kids and all of a sudden she didn't worry about that. And I think for a lot of times in this, like every season, it's been Issa in her own way. And I think a lot of people were like, well, Issa didn't have a real glow up. It's like, what are you? Yes, the fuck she did. Like, it may not have been as significant as like Molly. Molly had a tremendous glow up. Kelly, tremendous glow up. But I still think Issa is finally in a space where she's comfortable with who she is, what she is. She can finally say, "Hey, I'm doing this, and this is why." Um, but I mean, shout out to Kelly because she really she was the catalyst for that shit.
Um, it was beautiful to see to see Kelly like finally like be super appreciated and like taken seriously. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, she was a hidden gem all these seasons. I'm gonna be real with
All
you.
these seasons, and it's like they should have been going through her for a lot of stuff. I mean, Issa went to Kelly when she was broke.
Hmm.
Kelly got her out of that situation. You know what I'm saying? Um, and then Kelly had this near death experience, and things just like she just switched up,
Pivoted. Yeah,
straight pivot. She wasn't like the jokester no more. She was really trying to figure that thing out. You know, I'm happy for. I was happy for her.
I
I was
know.
I was
That was a
very
glow
happy.
up. Are we gonna
And
talk about
then
Molly?
let's okay. You know what? The real question is who had the biggest glow up, Issa or Molly? Because
Hmm.
honestly, Molly glow up wasn't. I wouldn't say Molly's glow was that big. She was
No,
always a lawyer getting money out here in these streets. She just need a nigga. Like she was
you need to
always
put
straight.
ain't shit above your head. This nigga's like financially, she was fine. she was
Yeah,
she was doing well.
like Issa was going through the. Come on now,
Yo,
Issa
the
went through hell,
trenchies, the
bro. She was living in the
trenchies.
dudes, bruh.
Yeah.
She started
Ooh,
her own business. She was fighting for that thing. She had to go talk to the. She was trying to start the business with the woman who her ex man was with. And it's
that's
just like,
awkward, bitch. She's
bruh,
stronger than me. Could never.
she got that thing popping, bruh. That nigga Crenshaw trying to take her out the streets. You know what I'm saying? She was like, man,
I
forget all
know that
that
was
noise.
I. Dang, who had? I will say, I think when you look on like plain as day, Molly, Issa, I think Issa had the bigger glow up. And I say that because, like you said, she went from nigga, I got a blood that lived next door and is always offering me big bookies. You know what I mean? And I got this her neighbors were wild crazy. So she definitely grew, and I feel like she grew with maturity. I feel like they both grew with maturity. I will say that because I think their friendship definitely had like highs and lows. Um, I will say that Molly did grow, and I think Molly had to get out of her own way. This is a black woman who, like you said, damn near had everything, right? You got this high rise, nice ass apartment. You are a bomb ass lawyer. You're kicking ass. You know what I'm saying? You just lacked in the part of like, you had to fix your broken pussy, right? Like you were just that was the one area in which you lacked. So for me personally, I don't see that as like a major glow. I see it as like a you finally did it, girl. You
Yeah,
did it.
yeah, it was like,
But it
dang.
wasn't like a major like, I really think the person who had the major glow was Issa. Like here she
Mm-hmm.
is finally figuring out herself, finally figuring out what she wants to do. And I think Lawrence said it. He's like, you went from we got us
Oh,
to I got this or I got us.
yeah, it
You
went from
know?
we got y'all to I got this.
Yeah, and I thought that was so hot because I'm like, yeah, that's the growth though. You started from a nonprofit that was straight bullshit and just, perpetuating microaggressions to now running shit and helping out the community that you knew like was your base. Like that was your foundation. Like you knew like all your moves had to come back and benefit the community. And I think while simultaneously figuring out your love life. Like that shit was complicated. Did she get in her own way as far as her love life? Absolutely. Like, bitch, you're doing too much.
Oh man, both of them did, man. But I'm glad for Molly for man. I mean, she got herself a black man. You know what I'm saying?
Howard. He went to Howard.
Shh. Shout out to that man Torian. I don't know the nigga real name. I love how we just go by
I
these
know.
characters,
I think the only person
but
we know is Issa. That's because she's stuck with her
facts,
name.
facts. And then the wedding was amazing. Where was it in Greece? The wedding looked like it was in Greece, right?
Right? It didn't look like it was here. I think it probably wasn't. See, that's that
Oh,
real money shit. You know what I'm saying?
that's a partner. That's the homeboy was partner, and she's a
Oh, he
lawyer.
was. Yeah. Oh
That's
shit.
crazy,
Yeah. Dang,
crazy.
they ain't hurting for a day in their life.
I'm happy for them. Though. I'm glad for her. And then the scene with Issa and Molly at the end, her taking that big ass dress off. You
I
know what I'm saying?
know.
That was beautiful.
It was. It was. And I'm you know what? I think in retrospect, when you look at like the show Insecure, it was really a catalyst to all these other shows that are popping. Like this new show I'm into is Harlem, and it's for women of
Mm,
color that are like,
facts.
you know what I mean? And
Yep.
it's amazing to see like how the success of a show like Insecure can really launch us, right? I think I love Insecure for the representation of Black women. Like it shows us strong, it shows us weak, it shows us vulnerable, it shows that we can get shit done, we can do it all, right?
Yeah.
Which we're not getting that representation everywhere. Let's name it, right? We're getting more now, but before we wasn't getting that. When you think about when Insecure first came out, there wasn't a lot of shows like Insecure. And even before Insecure, I would say
Man.
besides you can't think of a show after Girlfriends that gave that energy.
Um.
Because I think was Living Single was before.
Oh yeah, Lindsay was before
But yeah,
girlfriends.
so after
After
Girlfriends,
girlfriends, it
we ain't,
wasn't. No,
and that's a long period of time of like Black women not being depicted in, and
I'm
don't even
sure
get me started
BET
in
had they.
cinema. Like, yeah,
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure BET had their shows, but
yeah,
you
but it
know,
but it wasn't. It didn't reach the like platform
yeah,
of HBO.
it wasn't this level. It wasn't this level,
Yeah, so
man.
I mean, it's dope to see it because now it's like it's showing that like I guess versatility of being a Black woman. I feel like oftentimes we're kind of seen as, oh, we strong. She's strong. She gonna make it through. She's strong. She got it. And it's like no, and it's I feel like Insecure showed that like we can have it all, right? And for a long time we didn't, and I still think too that like there's certain things that we can't have, and not because we can't have it, just because society is just obviously in our ear with it. But I think
Mm.
for a long time I didn't think you could be like successful in your career and your love life be like popping, right? Like we saw that with Molly had to sacrifice her love life to really get into the swing of like her lawyer shit, and that is sad, but it's like that's what we're seeing all the time. Or
I
Issa.
do
Issa
think,
was out here trying to like figure it out,
yeah,
and you know,
I think that's interesting. You say that. I do feel like what the show kind of showed was that you can find the balance, but through that journey, I think you kind of gotta like focus on one first and
mm,
then try to balance the other.
hmm hmm
And then add one aspect. Like a lot of times it would be all right, you get your career. Once that career is on a certain platform, all right, now I can put a little more time into this relationship. You know what I'm saying?
valid.
Not just with, the opposite sex, but even with their friendships. You know what I'm saying? Um, God dang it, there was something else I was gonna say. Oh, I also appreciate that Insecure uh well displayed the black man as well. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It honestly, this show, it was one of those things where I just really felt like I like represented. You
Mm.
know what I'm saying? Honestly, as a dude that I've always tried to be a nice person, I always try to be a good person, to women. But
Yeah.
at the end of the day, I'm gonna mess up.
Mm.
Sometimes I don't know what I'm doing. I don't have the right words. I can't. I'm not gonna find the right words to say every time. You know what I'm saying? I will make the wrong move. You
I
know,
cannot.
but a lot of and it's just like the process of like, oh dang, bro, I really fucked up. And then it's like, all right, now got to get back in the process. Now I got to figure this thing out and get back to it. You know what I'm saying?
hmm
Like, yo, Lawrence graduated from Georgetown and he was in tech. and I'm sitting there like, okay, I graduated from a decent school in tech, and I'm like, wow, this man really is like low key representation of not completely myself, but part of
Hmm.
me is like is in this
Yeah,
story, and it's
don't
like kind
align
of
with him too
crazy.
much, brother.
I
Go
mean,
ahead and
he
slow
ended
your
up with his
roll.
woman. He ended up with his woman, man. At the end of the day, all that stuff don't matter. All that other woody woo, shit.
But to your point too, like the black man wasn't depicted as some like thug, right? You saw a married black man. You saw a black man that was, I think, his real estate friend. Like he's a
Yeah.
sensitive black man, right? So you're
Mm-hmm.
seeing, and you're also seeing Lawrence, like you said, a black man that like has a really good degree and is in tech. Like there was so much versatility in the show that it's like you couldn't find a character that you didn't click with. Do you
Yep.
know what I mean? Like even I think there was so, and that's what I'm talking about as far as versatility. Like there's so many nuances to their blackness, and it still they still remain black, if that makes sense. Like
Yeah.
even Tiffany was something, she was an AK, and like she was a lot, I don't think I got an AK friend that like I could put in the Tiffany place, but we all got that friend, you know what I mean, that falls
Mm-hmm.
into those each pockets. And so it was dope to see that all come together and really mesh well. And even talking about like, hey, like I'm moving to Denver, like we got to keep this like connection, right? And
Yeah,
like
man.
keep it going.
That's tough.
Yeah. Ooh, tell me about it.
Look, that's tough. And then for them to really work, I mean, it looked like it took work for them to like make it there. It took work for them, and especially like this show really made, especially this last episode, made you realize like, it's going to get to a certain point with everything. Like as much as things flow naturally, as much as things is and can run smooth, at some point you got to put in work
Hmm.
to make a relationship, just any relationship, somewhat flourish. It has to be some work. Like the girls gonna fly out to Denver. Tiffany flew back to LA for birthdays. Like
Hmm.
they was like, at least for the birthdays, we got to figure this out. You know what I'm saying?
That's valid.
Uh, Issa was like, shoot, if I think it could work, it's gonna work. I'm not gonna get in my own way.
I
Like,
know, and
hey,
that part was so profound.
it
Like,
was.
hey, if it go, it go. If it, if it's stuck, it's stuck. But I think like and I think when she was saying that, obviously she was saying it for the Lauren situation, but I think she meant that in general. Like oftentimes she's always plotting on her own failure instead of living in the present, instead of living in the moment. Like, and I feel like I do this a lot too, where I'm like thinking so far, like a year from now, 5 years from now, and not like living in the present and like, hey, what happens tomorrow? That's gonna be tomorrow. And I finally
Mm,
feel like she like kind of had that lesson and realized, oh, it is what it is. I'm not going to kick myself in the ass for something that hasn't happened yet or may not happen.
wow. And then the ending was great. Like for her to come home on her birthday, this man making a cake
Because he
i-
remembered. Good job, Lawrence.
in comparison to episode one.
I know growth. What is that called?
Growth.
Growth. Growth. Shout out to Kelly.
Shout out to Kelly, man. And then for her to call Molly and Molly tell me, I think he broke my pussy.
I know. And she was like, oh, we could joke about it now. Okay.
Ah man. Oh man. Shout out to Issa. Shout out to that whole team, man. Like, oh man. I literally watch Insecure. I could put it on any day. Like,
I
I just come
know.
home and slap on the episode.
That's the
It's just
exciting part. I know people are like, damn, it's over. But now you can like binge watch when you like have nothing to watch. You like shit. I guess I could get on and watch Insecure.
right. I watched the whole storyline.
Yeah,
It's
shout out to
crazy.
HBO Max.
Shout out, man. All right. What else we gonna get into? I know you talking about Kanye and Kim.
This nigga crazy.
Uh, I don't be into the drama that much, Khadijah. So I just love for you to
Uh
explain.
okay, so as we know, Kim is dating Pete Davidson, I think is his last name. He's from SNL if you like don't know where he's
By
from.
the
So he's
way,
from, yeah.
that's cold. That's cold.
he bagged Ariana Grande. I'm not saying nothing, but my guy got the sauce.
But if I'm Pete Davis, this is the second time you done some shit like this, bro.
Wait, what do you mean the second time?
All right, maybe. I mean,
Oh, yeah, because
R.I.P. Mac
Ariana.
Miller.
Oh, no, no, no. You right. Oh, damn. He's the rebound dude. Shit. I gotta sit back for this. Damn.
Yeah,
A hell of a
yeah.
rebound. He catching them. So
Yeah.
I guess they're a thing now, and I don't know how like serious that is, but they're a thing. And so Kanye has bought a house across the street, nigga, from her
I mean,
house.
I mean, what
This
else are
nigga
you
crazy.
supposed to do?
What do you mean?
That is the greatest situation for the children.
No, no, it's not.
Why not?
My thing is, see, that's the greatest situation for him to stock and be up her ass like crazy. I don't see it like that. I don't see him doing that move because it was for the kids. I don't see it like that. I see it as you're so obsessive and you are so hell bent on quote unquote getting me back that you'll do extreme measures because money is not an object to him. He has plenty of it. So it's just no, I don't see it being for the kids at all. I see that being very egotistical. I'm like, bitch, if I can't have you, no one can. That's how I read that.
I'll say this. When Kanye did his Drink Champs interview, shout out to Nori, DJ
Oh,
EFN.
damn. Shout out
He
to Big
said,
Sean. Fuck
"Oh,
Kanye.
facts,
Fuck
facts."
Kanye. Niggas smoking.
He said, Kanye said, "I don't have a house. I just go places and live, live with people." He said something under that statement where he don't have a house. He just be wherever he at. He figure out a
Couch
way to
surfing.
reside.
He's trying to
Yeah,
glamorize it. Yeah.
yeah. So for him to for him to go buy a house
It's weird.
that he most likely won't be in half 90% of the time. Uh it's a little reckless.
It's not, it's beyond reckless. It's strange. It's weird. Like,
But
why?
I've heard situations that this thing kind of happens like Wayne Brady. Wayne Brady had a divorce. I know he's not on the same level as Kanye, but Wayne Brady
Who the
had a
hell is
divorce.
Wayne Brady? Who's that?
Whose line is it anyway? Oh, are you saying that like you know who he is?
No, I'm saying,
Uh,
nigga, I'm saying that like I don't know who the hell you talking about. Go ahead, I'm gonna
Oh
Google it.
no, the black man whose line is it anyway? He do the game show. He like the game show nigga.
Yeah, we about to get this Google popping. You said, I'm not even about to
Oh
hold you.
no! Oh no! You know he was on Masked Singer. You don't watch Masked Singer, so you forget.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, he
Oh, he
won
was
that
on that
joint.
show. He was funny as hell on that
Yes,
improv show.
yes,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
yes. Okay, so one of the most talented black men in the industry, by the way, next to Jamie
Gets no
Foxx.
respect.
No respect. He went through a recent divorce, and he lives pretty much. He don't live across the street, but he lives down the street from his um, ex-wife and her husband, and like they have a great relationship. He said he go over there, he sleep over sometimes. Like, her husband will like take him to the airport. Uh, he makes sure he picks the kids up. They got a whole thing. I mean, you
That's
you
fucking
gotta
strange. It's not. I'm not mad at it, but it's strange. But
at some
also,
point.
and I'm sure it didn't. That didn't happen overnight, Tyler. That was gradual. That was something that we just our divorce isn't even final, and you talking about you live across the street. It's fucking weird, bro. It's weird.
I mean, look, uh, it doesn't seem like Kanye wants a divorce.
No, what tells you that?
so so
This
here's
nigga
my
is
thing.
cooked eggs
Here's my thing.
boiled.
Here's my thing, Khadijah. If she was to move, she could move.
Hell no. Why I gotta pick up and go? I was here before you.
She the one wanted the divorce. I decided to live across the street from my kids. Now, if you want to
Oh,
leave,
this
you can
nigga
leave.
here.
That's that. I mean, what? What's so wrong about that?
Cause
At
it's
the end
it
of the
just
day, she wants to make this move. Okay, I have to get myself together. I got to prepare myself. I don't want to be far away from my kids.
mhm.
I, maybe I do want to stalk her. That's my business. I would go across the street.
Tyler, I was just starting to like you. That's such a fucking shame. I thought you had sense. It's weird, Tyler. It's weird. My thing
I mean,
is, and I think my thing is, I would just like to know the rationale or the reason behind the said divorce. Because I think then that'll skew how I feel. If the divorce was like, hey, babe, like our schedules just never linked up or whatever, so let's just do this divorce. That's different from you was out here thotting and bopping and with these other, you know what I mean? Like it just depends.
you think Kanye was out here thotting and bobbing Khadijah?
He looks to me like somebody that probably has multiple personalities, so I wouldn't put it past him.
Wow, I was about to say, you think Sunday service choir director
Those
would
be
be
the
flying
ones.
their mind?
Tho- those be the
Wow.
ones. Okay, the pastors, the deacons, they be at
I mean, look, you can only
shake a
make those remix.
tambourine.
You can only make them little gospel remixes if you've been listening to the music. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, we could listen to the music, but I mean,
He
are we see? Are we listening? Are you just like looking? Are you
he
listening? Really
he
lending?
sampled
See how listen to what I'm saying. Are you lending an ear? Come on now. I'm into the church. I
he
praise him.
sampled he sampled some classics, like some classic R&B stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like he reworded some Jones that is played late night. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, what was you doing, Kanye?
I just think he needs to. I don't know. I really am a firm believer that he needs to get help. And I think every time he has like like a moment, a public display of like, hey, you need, let's put the mic down. Let's go get some help. I really get sad because it's just like what there's so many. I guess it's just like you around all these yes people, and you not like nobody saying, "Hey, Kanye, like let's get you some help." And I get it, like people ain't gonna get the help if they don't want it, but I don't know. It's kind of sad.
Yeah, I mean, he was pleading for her when he did the Free Larry Hoover concert,
Yeah, and
and
that doesn't make anybody feel like, yo, this is kind. And I also think about that too, like how that weighed on Kim. Like, you know how
yeah,
exhausting that has to be to constantly feel like, I don't know, that you have to like pick your husband up, like, and literally just like piece him together. And I get it, like marriage, that's just not no like, hey, it's kind of overdone. I'm gonna throw in the towel. But I can just only assume like this is public. What was going on at the house?
yeah, yeah, it's tough. I mean, yeah, unless we know the reason, the actual reason, it's hard to say. But I don't know, man. I mean, look. Let me just get in the house across the street. Okay,
Is weird.
the messed up part is it feels like he's stalking Kim. It's a fair assumption. You know what I'm saying? It also, when it comes to visitation, just seems pretty efficient. Kids, all they
But
gotta do
was
is
that
cross
the
the street.
purpose?
I'm sure it. I'm sure it wasn't.
Okay.
But then again, I don't know what across the street looks like in Beverly Hills.
Okay, so there's this map. I could send it to you on IG. Not that I care about this stuff, but I don't give a fuck. But there was a map. Somebody dropped a picture from the what do you call it? The satellite.
Yeah.
And no bullshit, Tyler. This shit is diagonal. Like I don't know where their bathroom is, but he might be seeing her piss.
Oh Lord.
It's crazy. It's really like not even on no funny shit. It's like this nigga is hood Jason. He right there in the hood with it.
Man, nah. After hearing the Big Sean interview, man, it's
Oh,
hard to respect this nigga.
it
It's,
really, yo.
it's
I
getting
just
harder
don't
and harder.
feel. I'm not feeling like how he did Big Sean like that. I'm like, yeah,
Nah, he owed Big Sean 6 mil,
a
and then
cool 6 mil.
a cool 6 mil. And then to disrespect that man and say the worst decision after he gave you 5 albums under the label? Five.
He
That's the
was the
most
and he was the only one really pumping out music. Cause I
facts.
didn't know that, but he was like, "Yo, Kid Cudi been off good music."
Facts. I mean, what? Pusha T gonna give me another cocaine album, nigga. I'm tired of listening about cocaine raps. Pusha, you been talking about cocaine
Yo, like you a
since the
married man now.
clips.
Stop pushing that shit. You good?
Oh my goodness. Yeah. I mean, honestly, only people I know is Pusha T and Big Sean and Kanye.
Oh,
I
Tiana
think
Taylor's on his shit too.
Tiana Taylor most definitely,
But there
but
was some
he was
shit with
holding
that
Tiana.
too.
Yep, he was holding Tiana Taylor back. I think she might have been on the same level as Big Sean in regards to music, if it wasn't for Kanye. To be honest with you, yeah, yeah, yeah. And then I think Nas was on there for a second, but I don't think so. I don't know. I don't know nothing.
I know it
But
was
it's just sad.
rumored, but there was never any confirmation on that.
I mean, what Kanye did to Nas' album was a disgrace. There was like one good song on that joint, and it was like, yo, for this to be a Kanye produced Nas album is tragic. Which is why I'm happy Nas is doing what he doing with Hit Boy. Nas dropped another album before the year was over. Round of applause to that one.
Oh,
This
I need
man,
to check it out.
yeah, it's called Magic. Really, it's just Charlemagne calls it adult contemporary hip hop music. It's a beautiful thing. Beautiful. I
Okay.
love it. I love it. And I
Yeah,
hope
I mean,
I'm. Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
I don't know. I just feel like Kanye. That's why I'm not into when people throw out this genius word. You know what I mean? Like, oh,
Yeah.
he's a genius. Don't get me wrong. I think he's definitely added shit to the culture, right? He's definitely given us bangers, hits, and like bodies of work. But I also think like sometimes when you throw around that genius word, people get like wrapped up in that, and I think he's gotten caught up in that shit, and he's not really. I don't know. It's just like he's so wrapped up into like being a genius and being so legendary that he's forgetting the core of it. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And
I
for me,
mean,
it's just like when Big Sean was like, "Yo, like a lot of the shit I did it off, gee, I'm cool with you. You gonna always get a verse out of me. You know
yep.
what I mean? Never charge you because you my boy. And then for you to turn around and be like, well, that was the worst decision I've ever done. It's just like, yo, really?
Very disrespectful. And I don't care how much of a genius you are. You gotta treat people right. You gotta treat people right, man. And I mean, look. I mean, what the Nick gave us some music. We appreciate the music. It was game changing music.
Hmm.
Nigga gave us some really comfortable shoes. Uh,
This
really
nigga said,
comfortable
good
shoes.
looks on the feet.
By the way, I ain't even bought a pair. They just look comfy.
So I have the free runners,
Yeah,
the alien looking sandal joints. My homegirl got them for me. She got the wrong size, so we waiting on those. But I've heard that they're really like his sneakers, the ones that he originally like the one with the rubber bottoms. I heard them joints is really actually comfortable. And I
that's
would
what I
hope so
mean.
because that nigga always look comfortable.
Yeah. He just be looking comfortable, bro. I'll get to that point one day. I can wear like triple X shirts. You know what I'm saying? Like, it is what it
Yo, I
is.
will never get over when he first started with his design shit and he was selling t-shirts for thousands with hella holes. I was like, nigga, I got this in my sleeping clothes drawer. I'm not paying thousands for this. Nigga, there's barely any material on
And
you.
them shirts look like a wash rag. It look like I'm finna
Heavy,
do the
they
dishes
look
or
like the
something.
joints your mom's like, well, we're gonna use this for the floor
Yup.
now.
Yup.
Get the hell out of
I
here.
mean,
Talk about 1500.
like, yo, the moms ain't waste nothing. She was like, oh, you can't fit this shirt no more. A rag. I'm like, what? This
Okay,
is
cut it
throwback.
up. I'm like, this kind of looks familiar.
Oh man. All right. I got some real quick, end of the year stuff before we get out of here, Khadijah.
All
Um,
right.
let's stick with music real quick. What was your favorite R&B album of 2021? I feel like I should have gave this ahead of time in preparation for
You
this.
should have, Hold on, let me sip my water like I'm bougie. Uh, TTT. Was Janae Eiko's album in 2021?
Yes.
Do we
Yeah, I'll
know?
talk about it like it was. We talked about it with you this year,
I
so
feel
that's
like,
why I
right.
was
I would have to say her, but her album for me is my best top R&B album. Um,
Chilumbo. Shout out
Chilumbo
Chilumbo.
was real. That was a real good piece of R&B work. I'm damn, but then Jasmine Sullivan shit. I would say it's between Hotels and Chilumbo.
Mm,
Like I would definitely say both of those.
yeah. Yes. I agree. I think Hotels was number one, and damn, what other R&B shit, man? Any of the fellas dropped some good stuff this year? I don't even think so, for real. Nothing like
No,
no none of the fellas really dropped anything that was
there's
of
some fellas
like
popping up though,
yeah, yeah.
but they ain't
Leon,
really.
yeah.
No,
Leon Bridges. Leon Bridges did drop something. I didn't fully finish it, but I know it wasn't popping. The ladies R&B really been taking over the past 2 years.
you
So
feel me? Holding it
yeah,
down.
yeah.
P.O.P.
Especially while Ari and SZA have been just dropping singles. They ain't really giving us anything per se the past 2020 2021
I
for Ari
know.
and SZA not to really give an album and these ladies still killing it. That's kind of that's pretty dope. It's
I
a
know,
it's a
but
it's a
I
good
heard
class.
Ari said she's gonna do one more album and she's piecing out.
Wow,
I'm
that's
kind of if she
tragic.
pieces out, I'm gonna be sad because
I'm gonna
I
be
feel like
sad
she's so
too.
needed.
Yes, she is. I love that woman. Good Lord,
This
shout out
nigga.
to Ari. Amen. Um, did you have a favorite rap album for the year?
Favorite rap album. Hmm. I'm gonna be honest. My last favorite rap album was, and I know niggas is gonna eat me up. Was actually no, Drake's album. He came out with a joint.
Really?
That
You
shit was
know,
actually, I was really fucking with it.
it has definitely grown on me. I'm a big fan of "I Miss You Too," the one with Kid Cudi. I'm a big
Oh
fan of
yeah,
that
yeah.
song.
He's really good at his features.
Yes,
Like he always picks the
yes,
right people for the right songs. Like even
yes,
when he be throwing in the R&B artists for the hooks, it's always perfection.
yeah. Certain, CLB really grew on me. Raced my mind. I mean, once I got older, once I stopped comparing them to Donda and all that, and really just listening to it, I was like, this thing really hit. You know, personally, I gotta give J. Cole my favorite guy to go into J. Cole the off season.
Damn,
Um,
that was a good one too.
really good, really good. And then, whew, nah, well, you know what? I
You
don't know. I was
go
a
based off of the ones that you like play more often. Like I
yeah,
definitely
yeah.
fuck with J. Cole, but
J.
I
Cole.
played the Drake joint way more than I played the J. Cole joint.
Since I've been back in the gym, I play the J. Cole joint a lot more.
Okay.
Play the J. Cole joint a lot more. Um, early this year, like especially around the summer when Vince Staples dropped. I was a big fan of
Oh,
Vince
I
Staples
love
album.
him. He's hilarious. The
Yes,
realest nigga.
yeah, yes, he is. So yeah, I'm gonna say Cole, Vince, Drake, and then Nas. I know I said one, but that order, Nas, King Disease 2 is still that's real. Those are really good projects. So I'm gonna go that way. That's what I'm gonna say.
Okay. I can't fight it. Those are good some good contenders.
Yeah, yeah, man. Okay. Now let's get a little real quick. Gonna get a little deep.
Oh Lord have
Just throwing
mercy.
that out there. You know what I'm saying? What's your goal for next year? What's your goals for 2022?
2022. What's my goal? Hmm. I would say to start seeing what I'm manifesting. So
Mm.
there's a lot of things that I'm manifesting and I'm working on and getting together. So I want to start seeing that fruit kind of come to fruition. Also, I do plan on like coming back on the scene on the podcast scene. I've been
Oh
off for a hot
snap!
minute. So I'm gonna come back on, because Lord knows I have so much to talk about. So mapping that out and see, trying to come up with days and like times that I could record ahead of time, and so I got material.
Yeah.
Um, Also, I'm thinking about my like career and really trying to level up. Whether that's like being assistant principal or something else. I'm looking for the next step. Um, but yeah, 2022 is all about growth. It's about
Okay.
growth and leveling up. Um, and I hate when people say this, but now I get it. Like we stepping on niggas' necks. We are on niggas' necks for sure.
Man, that's awesome. That sounds great. I'll be like you one day. Oh, you know what? Next year, I'm gonna try to be off the grid a lot more. I'm gonna really try to get off my
mm,
phone. It's stopping me from greatness. I truly
I think
believe
it's
that.
stopping all of us from greatness. No bullshit.
Yeah, I got a business. I got a business idea that I can't. I'm not. I would never say it online, but it's gonna. I'm gonna start it this year. It's really gonna get done. I'm really excited for it because I feel like it could be really cool. So
Hey, okay.
I've been talking about it with my wife for a minute, and I just gotta get it started. Just gotta get it started, man. So I'm looking forward to that. And then, honestly, man, being a good husband, man, it's just
As you should.
continuing to get better at it. You know, um, I just gotta realize, like, nigga got to put in work, man. Like,
That's
I don't think,
yo. I'm telling people, and I'm sure marriage is harder because that's like like full lifers. But
yeah,
I really think any relationship that should take time.
and
Like
then,
when I think about like the connections I have, and I didn't realize this until I moved, but you really got to put in work to maintain connections. So
yeah,
I can only imagine on a marriage level, that's like ongoing. Like you always got to feed that.
and for one, it's putting my ego aside. That's really the biggest
Mm,
part right there. Putting my ego aside because uh I guess I'm put I'll put a little business out there. Like, okay, at the current moment, I make more money,
hmm
right? That is where the ego comes from.
Oh,
Okay,
you smelling yourself.
not that it's smell. It's just like do I wish I could come home to like food done, nigga just sit at the table. I go bush, I just do whatever. I wish, but it's like my wife don't get home till like 6:30. I get home at like 3 or 4. So with that being said, it don't matter.
Mm.
I need to when I get home, I gotta walk the dog. I gotta do dinner, clean these dishes, take this
I
trash
know
out.
that's right, girl.
So when she get
Mm.
home, she ain't gotta do nothing because she tired. She be on her feet all day. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah,
At the
no,
end
I
of the
feel you.
day, it's my job. You know,
Oh,
it
that's
it is
love.
just like the ego in me be like, I ain't gonna lie. There been once or twice. I was like, I ain't doing nothing, bro.
Niggas gon' nig.
Nigga go nig.
Niggas gon' nig.
I was like, I ain't do nothing. But I was like, the more I'm into it, the more I continue to do this. Just the day to day, I gotta remember that at least spiritually, they say the wife is your helpmeet. That's they didn't say the wife is your servant. They didn't say the wife is your maid. Like, no, that
Mm,
she's supposed to help you, but that means you need to be putting in work, and she fills in your gaps. It's not like you just come home and do nothing. So I'm really at that point where it's like I gotta do better with that, and I gotta
mm.
be a man of my word. You know what I'm saying? Just working on just being more like if I say I'm gonna do something, I gotta do it because like she really gonna hold a nigga accountable.
Love to
Like
see it.
I can't
Lo-
just like brush stuff off. So just getting better, man. Just getting better at this thing. Date
yeah,
nights.
it's still fresh. Don't put too
Yeah.
I mean, obviously like don't put too much pressure. Y'all got the
Nah.
rest of your lives to kind of figure it out too.
That's a fact. That's a fact. I just want to I don't know. I just want to make sure that I am carrying the load that I'm supposed to carry.
I
That's
know
just
that's
really
right.
what
She's
it
doing
is.
a great job. Keep going, sweetie.
Yo, she ain't had to
Love
tell
her.
me nothing. I just feel it. You kind of just feel it when you around a person
Yeah,
this
it's cause
long.
cause the telepathy's tight. That's
Yeah,
what
you
it
feel it
is.
in the air. That is like,
Yeah.
nigga, yeah,
Come on,
get your game
sis.
together.
I know that's right.
You
Huh.
know.
She give you
All
that
right.
look like your mom. You know what I'm saying? Hey, dog ain't gonna walk itself.
One last thing. All right, what are you leaving in 2021? This last question. What are you leaving in 2021?
Get on the mic. Fuck boys.
You're leaving fuck boys.
I'm leaving that shit in the past. If you ask me for nudes, you're getting blocked.
Oh, dude, hold on. We still do that in 2021?
Yes. You would think like in 2021 we're kind of like above that. Nope, niggas is still on that shit and they getting
Especially
blocked.
at our age, like after 20, after like 21, like after college, it's kind of ask for news a little crazy.
It's beyond crazy. It's like, no, nigga, you're not about to get me caught up. And then, I get a job interview and it's like, oh, we found this unsolicited. Nope, no thanks. I'm leaving that
Yeah.
shit behind. I'm leaving fuckboys behind. I'm leaving behind energies that are not serving me. Right? I've been listening to a lot of podcasts that are talking about people. So I guess, what do you call that? My toxic trait is that my
Mm.
cutoff game is sharp. Like the
Ooh.
precision on that. You do me dirty once, I'm like, yeah, I'm good. And I will walk past you like, you're a piece of shit. Like there's niggas I went to high school with. I would see them in the mall or would see them out and about, and they are the scum on my shoe. Don't know you. I'm telling you, it's too tight. So I'm gonna continue that. I'm gonna bring that trait on into 2022. You do some foul, crazy shit. You just gonna it takes too much energy to sit and die. No, you just gonna get cut off. If it's not serving me or it's not making me, and when I say serving me, I don't mean in like a selfish way, but if it's not elevating me, right? If it's not taking me from A to Z, I'm not doing it. So I'm not taking any, what do you call that? A leech. I'm not taking any
Mm.
parasites into
Ah.
2022. Feel me?
Yes. Ah, that's beautiful. You know, these niggas out here really is just, it's just sad, bro.
Trash.
It's sad, but honestly, it's a real black male generational issue that has just currently been just, the older I get, the more I hear like old stories of like just like what your grandparents went through, great grandparents, and the stuff these niggas have done through the generations is just crazy at that. And it's just like it's really gonna take a strong class of niggas to just really, really break this
Yeah,
shit.
I think I'm gonna be a cougar. Think my I think my guy's wrapping up college right about now.
Ooh. You don't want a nigga that just graduated. He too cocky.
Feeling himself. Yeah,
You
yeah,
want a
you
nigga
got
that's
that. You got that.
you want a nigga that's been through some things in the world like 23,
Been
24.
humbled.
Yeah. The world gonna humble them niggas real quick.
Oh, you thought you was getting a job right now. Nigga, sit down. Wait. Wait
oh,
like the rest
you
of them.
you thought you was gonna get a six figure. Oh, that's
Hey,
oh, you saw that
entry level,
50.
here you go.
You saw that $50,000. You thought that was a lot. Like
Hey,
niggas supposed
yo, for real though. I was like, Mama, I made it. I got a job. Like, bitch, that ain't
yo,
money. That
yeah,
is not money.
I saw my salary I saw them offer letters in college. I was like, yo, your boy out here. Then I start getting the check. I was like, dang.
Hit different.
Oh, taxes, insurance.
Oh my God. Yo, the benefits will take your
The
check
benefits eat
out.
you alive, bro. Eat you up. But yeah, it's
Insane. What about you? What are you not taking?
I'm gonna do my best to leave procrastination in
Ooh,
2021.
that's a
I was
good one.
listening to Pastor Aubrey Graham the other day, and
I'm just like, yeah, go ahead, my brother. Preach on.
Pastor Aubrey Graham, he said, watch on my wrist, never show me crunch time, cause I ain't never let it come to that one time. And
Ooh, okay.
it's like
Wait, is this a pastor or a rapper? That sounds like
this
a
is
bar.
this is Drake.
Man, because I ain't in the church like that. So I was like, okay.
No, this is Drake.
I hate
This
you
is
so
a
much.
Drake line.
I
But
knew it. I'm like, that sounds like a bar, nigga. You ain't.
that's why I was laughing. I said, Pastor Harvey Graham. I was like, oh, it's okay. Um, but nah, I was like that line. Like I was like, I've listened to the song a million times.
Mm.
But then I was like, oh, okay. At the end of the day, when you say you're gonna do something, it's time to get it done. Get this shit done. That's really it. That's really what I really want to bring into 2022. Like, move executing and not just talking. I've said this plenty of times on the podcast, but
Mm-hmm.
I really am sick of niggas talking.
Oh damn, not niggas.
Look, I and I'm not saying, I'm sitting here because I've partially been one of them. I've done a lot of executing in my life. It's paid off, but at the end of the
Yeah.
day, I've hear niggas talking all the time. We gonna do this. We doing this. We gonna start a business.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we gonna this and that. And you know what? Um, I'm just ready to move, and I'll just let these niggas continue to talk. But I'ma move. I'ma just
That's all
continue
you
to
gotta.
build.
You gotta focus on what you can control. Can
Exactly. That's
control
all the nigga can
you
do.
getting your shit going. So you gotta just keep it going, and then everybody else should follow suit. And if not, I mean, you could eat dirt, but I heard it's bad. Heard it don't taste good. What did the kids say? You could kick rocks.
Kick rock. I don't know if the kids say that no more.
Oh well, the folks, yeah, that's more so the
What do the
folks.
kids say?
I don't even know. They don't say a lick. That's the problem. They don't know a lick. They don't say a lick. And I know this because I'm a teacher. They don't know shit. They
Hey,
don't.
we go end it on that right there, man. We appreciate y'all for tuning in. Khadijah, thank you. Thank you for subbing in. I forgot to say, Jay got COVID. That's why he couldn't be on this episode.
Dang.
Uh, okay, Khadijah, let me tell you something. About 2 episodes ago, I was
Uh,
discussing, I was talking about me getting a booster, right?
yeah.
I was talking about my what happened to me when I was getting a booster. And as I'm explaining this, Jay just goes, I ain't getting no booster. Mind you, I ain't asked the nigga. I'm just
Mm,
telling my story. I ain't getting
right.
no booster. Well, look at you now, nigga, sniffling.
Damn. Snow, sniffling, body aches.
By chills. I mean, look, he gonna be good.
Damn.
I checked on him today. The boy's straight, you know what I'm saying? He going through it, but he good.
Because he's
But
vaccinated.
he
Not
is
saying that
vaccinated.
I'm forcing anybody to get vaccinated, but
Hey,
you care
do
about
what you gotta
yourself,
do,
care about
people.
yourself.
So yeah, Jay, hope you get better, man. But yeah, it is what it is, bro. You put this on yourself.
Tyler ain't shit. God, what you got for him is for him in his name.
uh, thank y'all for listening, man. Once again, I didn't even say that correct. Thank y'all for listening. Once again, go to noclearancepod.com/shop. Get you some merch.
Slash shop. Don't forget the slash
Yes,
shop.
/shop. Uh, be on the lookout for Dare to Talk coming back.
Season 2, because we're just gonna
Season 2. And
season 2.
maybe I'll be back on it. I know I might have said some toxic things on it last time.
You
I'm gonna
did. He did.
try to
Because
do
Tyler
better.
ain't shit. But here
I'm
we
gonna
are.
try to do better. Maybe I don't get called out. I got to say so toxic, and then I got called out on another
Okay,
episode.
because I'd be ready.
So you know what? I'm ready to see what Dare to Talk brings in 2022. So we appreciate y'all for tuning in, man. It's the No Curse Podcast. Peace.
Peace out.